Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone watching my presentation. Okay, so today I'll be presenting about my paper on consumers' presupposition on explicit and implicit information in Malaysian milk formula television advertisement. So my name is Nur Widad Roslan, so you can call me Widad. So basically, over the past years, digital advertising has been emerging, being the main source of advertising a product or services. However, this is actually not true because brands are still opting to advertise on television advertisement. This is because television advertisement is still the main medium for brands to actually advertise their products and services. This is because no matter where we are still depending on television advertisement to be the main medium to actually deliver message towards the audience. So now it's becoming more digital. They've actually merged digital and television together. So you can actually watch television on the go. So wherever you are, still making television advertisement the most prominent medium to advertise a brand. Okay, so on top of this, my main focus for this article is actually about milk formula. So milk formula is actually an industry that seldom advertises on television advertisement. So only in the recent years have they started to advertise on television advertisement. So this is because there is actually a lot of regulations when it comes to advertising milk formula, because whatever it is, when it comes to Malaysia, milk formula, as brands, you are not allowed to advertise that milk formula is better for children, because ultimately breast milk is the best milk to give to your child, to your baby. Okay, so hence when it comes to advertising milk formula, there's actually an extensive amount of regulations and rules brands have to apply for. Hence, some brands opt to not advertise and to keep it safe. But this is because number one, you are not allowed to advertise to babies below 1 year old. And then number two, when it comes to images, you're not allowed to advertise, include images of children below 2 or 3 years old. Like that. So you can read that up at the Code of Conduct for milk advertising in milk formula. So, but recently, brands have increased their advertising on television advertisement by because they have found that it is a way to be more closer to their target audience. So when it comes to advertising in television advertisement, so the most important thing is about the content of the television advertisement, the explicit and implicit information that is present in the advertisement. So basically, explicit information is what is the information that you see clearly and directly in the advertisements, whatever is said, whatever is written or present in the advertisement. However, for implicit information, it is actually information that you need to imply. You have to make your own inference. Okay, so implicit is where you have information that lets you imply a certain situation. So the main problem when it comes to milk formula television advertisement as well as the content is that not many consumers are aware of the explicit and implicit information that brands have included in their television advertisements. So most of the recent studies done on milk formula, especially milk formula in television advertisement, you can see here is by Shapani, Howe, Diop, and Gray in 2019, where although when it comes to milk formula, they sense that many milk formulas, milk formula brands advertise and but it actually concerns the parents as well as those in the industry, milk formula industry, because we do not want to give a negative impact towards breastfeeding. We don't want to give that misunderstanding, because at the end of the day, as brands, we need to inform users that milk formula is only a substitute, that the best milk that you can give to your child is your breast milk when they are young. Okay, so another recent research is by Yong and Chong, where it actually studied on the genre and multi-model analysis on milk formula advertisements, and it also highlights how milk formula advertisement creates a specific purpose of conveying a specific information. So that one has to be explicitly informed in the television advertisement. Okay, so moving on to the main objective. So the main objective of this study is actually to identify and discuss the presuppositions of consumers towards the importance of implicit and explicit information in Malaysian milk formula television advertisement. So this will be analyzed through fair, close, critical discourse analysis. So presupposition is under the second dimension of the CDA, which is discourse practice analysis. So it's under intertextuality. So hence, focusing on consumers' presupposition. So what do they presuppose towards this explicit and implicit information that is present in the milk formula television advertisement? Okay. So the methods that I've used is actually qualitative methods. I have interviewed 20 mothers or fathers that have children who are drinking formula milk. Okay, so this is important because that is my scope of study, because I am studying those who have children drinking formula milk and how they actually presuppose on the advertisements of those milk formulas. Okay, so at first, on top of interviewing 20 mother and fathers, I will actually expose them to 5 Malaysian milk formula television advertisements. Okay, so I will expose them to these. I have showed them the television advertisements, and then I will start interviewing them in regards to the explicit and implicit information. So are they aware of the explicit information? Do they know what implicit information is, and what is the importance of it in the milk formula television advertisement? And they have also given examples in reference to the television advertisements I have showed them. Okay. So as you can see here, these are the 5 television advertisements that I have exposed to my subject. So we have the Aptagro, Sustagen, Aptagro A+, S26 Gold, and Pediasure. So all are Malaysian milk formula television advertisements that have been on television. Okay, so although this I've given you is on YouTube, but normally when they have uploaded on television, they will also share a copy on their YouTube page. Okay. You can look at this after this. Okay, so overall, so the results and discussions found that consumers are actually aware of explicit information in milk formula television advertisement. So this is actually the most obvious, because like I said earlier, explicit information is actually the information that is directly stated in the television advertisement, hence why they are more aware. So as you can see here, they find that explicit information is very beneficial, because it is important for parents to know what they are feeding their child. So television advertisements that explicitly state the ingredients of the milk formula actually tends to have a better presupposition of the consumers, because the parents are more assured and know what they are feeding their child. However, some have a difference of opinion where they presuppose that the emotional appeal in television, in the milk formula television advertisement, is actually also important. So not only the ingredient of explicitly incorporating the ingredients in the television advertisement, but the emotional appeal needs to be also present in the television advertisement. So this is because when it comes to choosing the audience of milk formula, obviously the audience is both the child and the adult. So we are presupposing that when the adult is looking at the television advertisement, it has to be emotionally connected to both child and adult. The child can also influence the adult purchasing decision. So hence why the emotional appeal is also important. So and then we also have findings also show that um, both the ingredients and the emotional appeal is important to be explicitly stated for the parents to know. So number one, to give assurance, and number two, to be emotionally connected with the parent. So it shows that most of the subjects presupposes that explicit information in milk formula television advertisement is indeed important. It gives them a certain assurance and highlight when advertisement highlights the product benefit, as well as when the parents can be emotionally connected with the brand itself. So the second findings and results that is found is actually that um, parents are not aware of the implicit information in television advertisement. So this is because, like I said earlier, implicit information is information that you yourself have to make your own inference based on the message and situation the um, the television advertisement has given. So you have to make your own infer because the advertisement is only implying. Okay, so so as you can see here, they presuppose that implicit information is the information that is stated clearly. So number one is that they are confused. They think that implicit information is an information that must be stated directly inside the television advertisement. However, it is not. So number one is that they do not know what implicit information is at the beginning. So they need to be more exposed. These parents need to be more exposed. How important this implicit information is and how a parent should be aware what it is in order to fully understand the message that is trying to be conveyed by the brand. Okay. The next one is that implicit information is together with examples in milk formula television advertisements. So parents are more aware on what to look for when it comes to implicit information. So this comes in a sense of after I have exposed these parents to the 5 television advertisements, I had questioned them on their knowledge on explicit and implicit information. So those who are not aware of this implicit information, after the interview is over, I actually had explained to them what implicit information is. So, and then they are aware what it is. From there only, they understand, oh, okay, now I understand this brand is actually trying to mean this. Okay, only after they are more aware of what implicit information is. Okay, so it's not all about what is directly stated, but it's also what the content, the message of the television advertisement is trying to imply towards the viewers. So after the subjects are made aware of implicit information, the milk formula television advertisement, they presuppose that most parents look at the milk formula advertisement only, in the sense of they can only register what is explicitly stated or told in the advertisement, as they won't have time to actually make their own inference or make their own conclusion or summary, right? This is because maximum amount of time for uh, a television advertisement can go from 30 seconds to 60 seconds. So within that small frame of time, that is the limitation there. So parents do not have that much time to actually make their own inference from the implied message of the television advertisement. So these are the results that is found from the study. So the conclusion here is that television advertisement is still the main medium for brands to advertise their product or services because it is still relevant. Although we have moved into a more digital era, we have TV on the go right now, right? So, and then when it comes to television advertisement, the content is important because that's the main objective in in showing the television advertisement towards the viewers. We want to deliver a message, hence the content is important. When it comes to content, there are two contents within a television advertisement. So we have the explicit information and the implicit information that makes a good television advertisement. So a direct copy, a direct message that you want to tell the audience, as well as a message that the audience needs to influence by themselves. Okay, so it shows that both explicit and implicit information needs to be well present in the formula in order to influence both the child and the parent. So this is because that explicit information is to give assurance to the parents, so they know what they are feeding their child. While implicit information is more like an emotional appeal. So how it the brand can be emotionally connected with the target audience, and then how brands can try to make implicit information more easier for the audience to imply. So it also shows that when it comes to making milk formula television advertisements, brands actually go through an extensive amount of research in order to understand their consumers. As well, the consumers, number one, is the actual consumers drinking the milk, as well as the consumers' parents. So what are their potential behaviors? So this all influences the explicit and implicit information that they actually include in the television advertisement. So it is hoped that more studies are actually done on the importance of explicit and implicit information and how it can further influence and further give more impact towards creating impactful quality copy, which means the content of a television advertisement, as well as more research on milk formula television advertisement itself, on how it has become a main platform of all milk formula brands to start advertising on television advertisement. So that is it for my research. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.